All right, welcome to Radical Yiddish Workers Songs with Linda Gritz and Pauli Katz, presented by Rad Yiddish and Boston Workers Circle Yiddish Committee. My name is Fragel for visual access. I am a pale-skinned person with brown curly hair. There's a window with dark blue sky on my left and a white wall with pictures on the other side. I'm based here in Toronto on Anishinaabe, Wendat, Seneca, Batoon, and Mississauga land. If you want to share in the chat where you're calling in from today, some folks came off mute and introduced themselves. You can also find the native land that you're on with the website link that I just threw in the chat. There are many of us here from many places, so it'll be exciting to find out where folks are tuning in from. And a little bit about the two organizations presenting today's event. Rad Yiddish offers community-engaged Yiddish folk arts, language, and cultural programs through a queer, feminist, anti-racist, and disability justice lens. I'm the director, Rachel Gersowski, and we have Linda and Pauli here from Boston Workers Circle, which is a community and spiritual home for secular Jewish life, a voice for progressive Jewish values and social change, and an arts and education center celebrating Yiddish, Jewish, and progressive culture. And we love to make these events as accessible as possible. And we also have costs associated with the Zoom room and making sure we cover our expenses. We like to ask if you are able to donate any amount. There are many ways that you can send us some funds. We suggest $18 for this event, but if you can give less or more, we appreciate any amount, and mostly just appreciate that you are all here today. And I'm also going to put into the chat the community agreements, which you would have already read and agreed to in registering for this event. And just a reminder. And the highlights from that, we won't go through all of them together as a group, but just remembering not to make assumptions about people's identities, and leading with care and accountability. And also, if you're someone who tends to share a lot, making space for other people to do so. And if you tend to be shyer, I know today we're all going to be on mute singing, but if there is a chance to share, then we invite you to do that. So without further ado, I want to introduce Linda Gritz and Pauli Katz, who have been singing together since one of them was born. They are active members of the Boston Workers Circle, Arbitering, a secular progressive community rooted in Radical Yiddishkeit, and they sing in its Yiddish chorus, A Bessere Welt, which means a better world in Yiddish. You can find several duets by Linda and Pauli on Linda's YouTube channel of original Yiddish songs and Yiddish versions of songs from other languages. And I'm going to put their bio and link to that YouTube that you can check out after this event in the chat. So without further ado, please take it away, Linda and Pauli.
Thank you, Fregel.
Hi there, welcome. We are kind of overwhelmed by all of you. It's so great to see you. I'm Linda Gritz. I am a pale-skinned woman with short salt and pepper hair.
And I'm her daughter, Pauli Katz, and I use she, her pronouns. I am a woman wearing brown hair in a messy bun. I'm wearing a blue-green shirt that says, "It's a beautiful day for learning," because today was the first day of the new term for my classes.
And tonight is a beautiful night for
learning.
And
tonight is a beautiful night for learning.
New Yiddish songs. We are on the land of the Massachusetts people, also known as Somerville, Massachusetts. We're sitting on our porch, which is enclosed and heated. It's not outdoor porch weather.
There are two windows behind us. They've got blue paint, and there's wood brown panels behind us.
So as part of Rad Yiddish, we thought we'd share some new Rad Yiddish songs, all written in the last 10 years or so, and all
this time all written by Linda Gritz herself,
with more than a little help from my friends. So yes. So I would like to dedicate this evening to the memory of Faye Itzkowitz, who truly was a radical Yiddish activist all her 96 years.
Huge part of what we do. All right, jumping into sharing the screen.
So we'll describe the songs, we'll translate the songs, we'll teach the songs, and we'll sing the songs. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them into the chat or raise your virtual hand. There's so many of you. If you wave your hands wildly, we may not see that.
We will not see that.
So either in the chat or raising your virtual hand, and Fregel will help us find people as they ask to be recognized. So as we said, this is Rad Yiddish Zingerei, new Yiddish songs of social justice. The first one is called Ador was hat verloren die Moide, a generation that lost its fear. And I borrowed the title from my grandfather-in-law. Moshe Katz was a revolutionary in the 1905 revolution, in the 1917 revolution in Tsarist Russia, and he wrote about his life in the 1905 revolution in a memoir called Ador was hat verloren die Moide. He wrote it in the 1950s to buoy the spirits of progressive during the repressive Red Scare hysteria, saying, hey, we've had bad times before, we've had hard times before, challenging times, we have risen to the challenge, we can do it again. So that inspired me to write a song called Ador was hat verloren die Moide, because I know we're not really facing challenging times now, but somehow I felt back in 2022 that we needed that. And then thanks to Harry Bachner and David Brown for reviewing the Yiddish on the original. And then in 2024, Josh Waletsky and Uri Schrader both had input into improving the song. So here are the lyrics and the translation. So we'll read the English and then we'll teach the Yiddish. Do you want to read the
All right.
Yiddish?
In the time of the Tsar, the oppressor, with pogroms, persecution, slaughter, the people suffered until all stood up together. It was an end to the tyranny, an end to the Tsar, because of a generation that lost its fear. Thanks to a generation that lost its fear.
Years later, in the Warsaw Ghetto, wretched, destitute, young and old, enslaved for years until sworn to an uprising, to make an end to the debasement, an end to the anguish, to be a generation that lost its fear, a new generation that lost its fear.
Today, the world is still rotten under the bloody drive of empire. Must peoples fight forever or become united and believing that a new world is possible without fear, without enemies, peace and freedom for strangers and friends, love for the children of tomorrow and today? Let there be a generation that lost its fear. Let us be a generation that lost its fear.
So Pauli and I will sing the first verse and refrain, and then we'll teach it line by line. In der Zeit von dem Zar dem Padrike, mit Pogromen, Redife, Harige, seinen Menschen der Mutschet bis vorhin, alle seien zusammen aufgestanden, gemacht das Sof von der Tiranie, das Sof von dem Saar zu Libador, was hat verloren die Meure, a Dankador, was hat verloren die Meure. So here it is, line by line. Listen and repeat. Maybe I'll sing and you do the repeat. In der Zeit von dem Zar dem Badriker.
In der Zeit von dem Zar dem Badriker.
Mit Pogromen, Redife, Harige.
Mit Pogromen, Redife, Harige.
Seinen Menschen der Mutschet bis Bannen.
Seinen Menschen der Mutschet bis Bannen.
Alle seien zusammen aufgestanden.
Alle seien zusammen aufgestanden.
Let's put that all together.
In der Zeit von dem Zar dem Badriker, mit Pogromen, Redife, Harige, seinen Menschen der Mutschet bis Bannen, alle seien zusammen aufgestanden.
So now line by line, the refrain. Gemacht das Sof von der Tiranie.
Gemacht das Sof von der Tiranie.
A Sof von dem Zar.
A Sof von dem Zar.
Zu Libador, was hat verloren die Meure.
I never get these right.
Zu Libador, was hat verloren
die Meure.
A Dankador, was hat verloren die Meure.
A Dankador, was hat verloren die Meure.
Should we do the Yiddish? Should we do the rest just to get the Yiddish in, or should we just sing?
The Yiddish words.
The Yiddish words, yeah.
So let's
all recite the words together. Mit Jahren später in Ghetto von Warschau, Zoredig, Wasser auf Kasche, jung und alt versklavt über Jahren, bis zu einem Aufstand hat man sich verschworen, zu machen a Sof von dem Silsel, a Sof von der Pein, zu sein Ador, was hat verloren die Meure. A neuer Dor, was hat verloren die Meure. And the last verse, getting to today, all together. Noch heint ist die Welt a Cholerie unter blutigem Drang von Imperie. Müssen Völker bekämpfen auf ewig oder wären vereinigt und glebig. Als a neue Welt is möglich, on Schreck, on Feind, Scholem und Freiheit für Fremde und Feind. Liebschaft für die Kinder von morgen und heint soll sein Ador, was hat verloren die Meure. Tolom mir sein Ador, was hat verloren die Meure.
Should we sing that part? Since it's a little different.
Yeah, sure. Actually, good point. The very last time is a little different. So we'll sing starting as noch heint, this last verse. Noch heint ist die Welt a Cholerie unter blutigen Drang von Imperie. Müssen Völker bekämpfen auf ewig unter werden vereinigt und glebig. Als a neue Welt is möglich on Schreck, on Feind. Okay, so let's repeat there.
Als a neue Welt is möglich on Schreck, on Feind.
Shalom und Freiheit für Fremde und Freund.
Shalom und Freiheit für Fremde und Freund.
Liebschaft für die Kinder von morgen und heint. Liebschaft für die Kinder von morgen und heint. So sein ein Dorf, was hat verloren die Meure. Toll mir sein ein Dorf, was hat verloren die Meure. Okay,
All right.
from the top, let's
think
make
we're
it.
ready. In der Zeit von dem Sadem Badrike, mit Pogromen, Redife, Harige, seinen Menschen der Mosche bis waren alle seinen zusammen aufgestanden, gemacht das Sof von der Tiranie, a Sof von dem Zar zu Libador, was hat verloren die Meure. A Dankador, was hat verloren die Meure. Mit Jahren später im Ghetto von Warsche, zortig Wasser auf Kasche, jung und alt versklavt über Jahren, bis zu einem Aufstand hat man sich verschworen, zu machen a Sof von dem Silsel, a Sof von dem Pein, zu seiner Dor, was hat verloren die Meure. A neue Dor, was hat verloren die Meure. Noch heint ist die Welt a Cholerie, unter blutigen Drang von Imperie. Müssen Völker bekämpfen auf ewig, oder werden vereinigt und glebig. Als eine neue Welt ist möglich und Schreck und Feind, Shalom und Freiheit für Fremde und Freund. Liebschaft für die Kinder von morgen und heint. Soll sein ein Dorf, was hat verloren die Meure. Soll mir sein ein Dorf, was hat verloren die Meure. And we're just trying to find all of you again. Oh, okay. And did that go well? Too quickly? Too slowly?
Any questions or comments? I'm seeing thumbs up. Thank you.
Oh. Okay. Let's jump to the... Okay, good. I'm not seeing any. Unless I'm missing one. Okay. Sehr fine.
Okay.
Very good pace.
Okay.
Good pace.
All right. If there's ever a time that you need, please put it into the chat and Fregel will get our attention if we haven't,
Yes.
if we missed it.
Yeah. Any questions about lyrics, about the whys and the wherefores, and how you interpret the song or what you take home from it? Happy to hear your
here in the chat so that we can keep singing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, on to the next song.
Love me singing a naya leads. All right. This is the done. Good. Okay. So this is an older one, I guess 2019. Pre-pandemic. Can we remember that far back? I have a hard time. This is a Yiddish telling of the Hillel text. If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? But if I'm only for myself, what am I? If not now, when? And Adrian Rich brilliantly added, if not with others, how? And so in 2019, Mom put this not only to music, or not only wrote these words, translated these words, but made it into a round. And so this is a beautiful round that I'm looking forward to teaching you.
And actually, the reason why I decided to translate this into Yiddish is because my wonderful husband, Mike, who's on that screen from somewhere, and just, you know, two rooms down, he loves this Hillel quote. So I thought, let's have a Yiddish version.
I'm a fan. Let's just sing it through.
Okay. So you've already translated it. So.
Yes, I think we're okay.
And it's actually singable in English too.
Yes.
So should we go back and forth between the Yiddish, sing Yiddish and English, or just Yiddish?
Let's stick with the Yiddish.
Oh, okay. This is a Rad Yiddish.
Sing.
But just to let you know, it's singable in English if you deign to sing in that other language. Wenn nit für sich allein, wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich, wenn nit ist wenn nit mit anderen, wie soll?
So that is the song.
And at the end, we'll do a lot of wenn nit mit anderen, wie soll.
Yeah, wait, to get everyone back on the, if you went off in a round.
So line by line. Wenn nit für sich allein,
wenn nit für sich allein,
wer wird sein für mir?
Wer wird sein für mir?
Aber wenn nur für sich allein,
aber wenn nur für sich allein,
was bin ich?
Was bin ich?
Wenn nit ist
wenn nit ist
wenn nit mit andere, wie soll?
Wenn nit mit andere, wie soll?
So let's sing it twice in unison. And then Pauli, you can sing with Pauli, or you can sing with me. It's actually a 3-part round, so you could even make a 3rd part if you're confident to sing a third part. But whatever you like. So twice in unison. Wenn nit für sich allein,
wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nit ist wenn nit mit anderen, wie soll? Wenn nit für sich allein, wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nit ist wenn nit mit anderen, wie soll? Wenn nit für sich allein, wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nit ist wenn nit mit anderen, wie soll? Wenn nit für sich allein, wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich?
aber
wenn nit für sich allein, wenn mit anderen, wie soll? Wenn nit mit anderen, wie soll? wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll. All right. Oh, yeah. It's on. We gave this.
To sing harmony, you need to turn original sound for music on.
We need original sound for music on. This is why we should have someone in the other room. Where
We thought we did that as sound check.
Yep.
I did not. Audio options.
Yep.
Oops, no.
I didn't think that was it.
It was audio
Settings.
Sorry. Uh-huh. Where is it?
It's not one of the immediates. Hey, Dad, come on back in.
If you
Maybe under general?
Down at the bottom
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
the 3-button menu,
yeah. The
and
carrot.
then one more down, I think.
Audio settings.
Yeah, we didn't see
Yep.
that.
It's in. It used to be very easy and clear.
I'll find it. And you
Okay,
keep going.
we're gonna keep going, but
Okay.
we won't sing in harmony for a little bit.
Oh, that's too bad. I like singing in harmony with my
I
neighbor.
like singing in harmony with my mama. All right.
Anyway, any questions or comments or thoughts or other ideas?
It is very fun to sing this. Just that.
Yeah.
Benit Bitandra Via Zoe piece makes me. That is the way.
Huh, I wonder why we don't have an option for.
Yeah, there used to be one up
I
there.
wonder if it's, I wonder if that one of
No,
those.
those are all
page
minimized.
No. Sorry, just spending a moment trying to look again.
Since our next song,
Audio settings, and then all the way at the bottom scroll.
audio settings.
Oh, we have to keep scrolling down.
Scroll. There is no scroll, Dad.
Huh? This is not what it usually looks like.
Okay, I don't know.
Is there
Okay.
anywhere else we can listen to the music and hear it in 3 parts?
On the YouTube channel that they will put in and we can put that in again for any late covers. I have a YouTube channel of my songs, original songs, translations from other songs and from other languages, and
With the express purpose of please go sing them, take them, bring them to places, sing them a lot.
sharing them with the world, free of charge. No, credit is nice, but otherwise.
Are we still looking for that audio setting? Because I found it on my computer.
And Mike
Or
found
you
it
already
again,
did?
I'm not finding it on ours, but where did you see it?
Okay. Yeah, so if you click on settings at the bottom,
Yeah.
there's like a cog and then there should be audio as the second option.
We've got audio, yeah.
Yeah, and then you scroll down to microphone mode.
Yeah. So what's interesting is we're not seeing any.
Oh, wait,
scroll
microphone.
down.
Ooh.
Okay, microphone.
So speaker, microphone, and then microphone modes is like a third.
This is
No.
which microphone uses.
Yeah.
Nope. Let's mute my microphone.
They don't have that on theirs. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It might
Oh,
be
it's
because
just not there.
it's part of your you're in the browser.
Oh, as opposed to the app.
Yep.
I'm using the
Oh,
browser.
yeah.
Next time I will use the app.
All right. Now we
Oh,
know.
bummer. But I've used this for ages.
Yeah.
And I've had originals. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that.
Let's think.
I guess we could quickly, it's probably pretty quick to download the app, but, or go on.
I think the better bet would be to have Dad bring us a new computer. But all right, we will make this work.
Sorry
And
that the sound isn't so great.
it does sound really pretty in harmony. And we do have, or I think we're singing it in harmony in the online.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to unser nächste Liedl.
Wurzel und Fliegel, root and wing. Another pre-COVID.
Yep.
2019. Look at that. I think I was in a point of feeling a little discouraged about losing touch with our roots. Wanting to be, social justice, and you can be social justice for social justice, but why be Jewish in social justice, and why and forget about the old ways? Let's do everything in English. And I figured we need a Yiddish song about our how roots are just important as wings. We need wings. We need to be rooted, to be firmly connected to our proud history of radical Yiddishkeit, and we need wings to develop in new ways. We shouldn't be stuck in the old ways. So out came Wurzel und Fliegel. So I'll do the actually, if it doesn't work well with both of us singing, I'll just give you an example of the verse and refrain. It actually starts with the refrain and then a verse. And then we'll go through the translation and then teach the Yiddish in the song. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleich. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. An a Wurzel nicht da, kein Weg, an a Fliegel, zierliche Tag, Wurzel und Fliegel, etc. And then there's a bridge. Amol hat der Chochem geschrieben, die Wörter seien in uns geblieben. Nicht nur ein Mensch, nur euch ein Volk, darf haben an sie kochen. An sie kochen, wollt das Volk, nicht klüger, nicht besser geworden, Wurzel, etc. And the translation, would you read that, please?
Root and wing both together. Root and wing, mountain and stream. Without a root, there is no way. Without a wing, aimless days. A sage, parrots, once wrote, and his words have stayed with us. Not just a person, but a people must have a memory. Without memory, a people could not grow wiser or better. With a root, deeper understanding. With a wing, greater vision. Root and wing.
So let's read the Yiddish together, and then we'll teach the song line by line. Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleich. Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. An a Wurzel nicht da kein Weg. An a Fliegel zierliche Tag. Wurzel und Fliegel. Amol hat der Chochem geschrieben, die Wörter seien in uns geblieben. Nicht nur ein Mensch, nur euch ein Volk, darf haben a Sekaden. An Sekaden wollt der Volk nicht klüger, nicht besser geworden. Wurzel und Fliegel. Mit der Wurzel noch tiefer verstehen. Mit der Fliegel noch weiter sehen. Wurzel und Fliegel. So the first line is 3 times, and it goes Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel. Try that. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleich. beide bagleich. And then it's the same, but bottom teich. So after Wort, actually it's a little different, yes. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Try that. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Let's try the whole refrain. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide bagleich. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Now the first verse. An a Wurzel nicht da, kein Weg. Try that. An a Wurzel nicht da, kein Weg. An a Fliegel unzählige Tag. An a Fliegel unzählige Tag. So the whole verse. An a Wurzel nicht da, kein Weg. An a Fliegel unzählige Tag. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide bagleich. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Next. Amol hat a Chochem geschrieben.
Amol hat der Chochem geschrieben.
Same tune. Die Wörter seien in uns geblieben.
Die Wörter seien in uns geblieben.
Nicht nur ein Mensch,
nicht nur ein Mensch,
nur euch ein Volk,
nur euch ein Volk,
darf haben Nasikoren,
darf haben Nasikoren.
Und sie kochen wollt der Volk,
und sie kochen wollt der Volk,
nicht klüger, nicht besser geworden,
nicht klüger, nicht besser geworden.
Let's try that whole part. Amol hat a Chochem geschrieben, die Wörter seien in uns geblieben. Nicht nur ein Mensch, nur euch ein Volk, darf haben Nasikoren. Und sie kommen, Volk auf Volk, nicht klüger, nicht besser geworden. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide bagleich. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. And the last verse. Mit der Wurzel noch tiefer verstehen.
Mit der Wurzel noch tiefer verstehen.
Mit der Fliegel noch weiter sehen.
Mit der Fliegel noch weiter sehen.
Good.
Let's sing this
The
song.
whole thing. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide bagleich. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Und a Wurzel nicht da, kein Weg.
On a Fliegel und zierliche Tag, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Peter Backleid, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Barg und Teich. Amol hat der Chochem geschrieben, die Wörter seien uns geblieben. Nicht nur ein Mensch, nur euch ein Volk, darf haben, dass sie kommen. Und sie kommen, Volk auf Volk, nicht klüger, nicht besser geworden. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Peter Backleid. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Barg und Teich. Mit der Wurzel noch tiefer verstehen, mit der Fliegel noch weiter sehen. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Peter Backleid. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Barg und Teich. I'm imagining.
Thank you. So fun to sing these with you.
I love singing with my mama. Okay, thank you, Dad, for putting in what the name of the first song was.
Actually, Mike, I have an idea. While we're doing the next song, would you bring your find the Rad Yiddish Zingerai on my drive?
Yep.
It'll be under recent, and open that up. And then would you trade computers with us? Because our song after this needs harmony, and we want to sing it in harmony. So that would be greatly appreciated.
If you need a hand with it, actually, I can do the intro to the next song.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
In case he needs.
Okay. But in the meantime, are there any thoughts, questions, comments? Okay. Let's move on.
Sehr fein. Wollen wir alle singen? Okay, unser
We do have a question.
Yes.
Ari, where's that parrot's quote from?
Interesting. Well, no, it was in a memoir. I think, yeah, I don't know if he wrote a lot of memoirs, but there was a memoir that talked about growing up, how he got his social justice from his parents. He told some great stories about, well, that's getting off the track. But anyway, you can read his memoir to read I think there must be translations of it. But anyway, yes, it comes from a memoir, and I think he also felt that people were losing touch with their roots and felt like, hey,
this comes from somewhere.
We need to keep our memories. He talks about how we're just a ringlet from going from we're a golden chain of generations going back to our great, our ancestors, and all connected in this web, and we all should remember.
A good writer, parrots.
Yeah, not bad. Also the founder of modern Yiddish culture. So we're kind of like him. Our Shula, our Boston Workers Circle Abbotsitting Shula, is named after him. Ayel Parrot Shul. Yeah. So it's a very special person, and it was good to memorialize his his words.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the question.
Any other questions?
Can't see the chat from here.
That we can go on.
Okay. So, you want to help Dad?
I do want to say a few things about this though.
Okay,
So you could be teaching you could be giving the translation and the
Okay, that sounds good.
going
Yep.
to bed. So Dayenu, Passover's in a couple of weeks, so figured it'd be good to have some extra verses in case you don't have enough verses of Dayenu. But in a Jewish Labor Committee Haggadah from the 2010s, I believe, they had Dayenu, and then they said, what does this mean? It would have been enough. How could any one of these things be enough? And they interpreted it as that you do that at any one step, you aim to do complete a step because it's too overwhelming to try and do it all. But proceed to that one step and accomplish that, and then go on to the next step. And then that's what Dayenu means. It means you sing the whole verse, you sing the verse as if it's the whole song, and then you sing the next verse.
There's always more to be done. And so we continue doing it. If we don't celebrate those small wins, we will never get anywhere. And if we just pat ourselves on the back on a small win and say, that was it, the end, all solved, that will also go nowhere.
So I decided it'd be nice to have a Yiddish version of that, or have a musical version of that set to Dayenu.
Yeah.
And again, thanks to Harry Bachner for help with the Yiddish. I'll be right back.
All right. So, we know the tune, but let's just go to the English translation of what is this. So, how can we sing full of joy that only one step is enough in a world full of evil? That's enough, and that's very important. In the song, we go Dayenu. Very important. Let's sing each verse as if it were the whole song. Then sing another verse. That's enough. A little and a little makes a beautiful full bowl. Another step and another step until that's enough. And when the world is full of love, when the world is full of friendship, freedom, equality, justice, yes, that's enough. So I'll sing it. And in case you don't know Dayenu, let's just do that one piece. Vi ken men singen male simche, as nur ein Trott is genug schon in a Welt mit Vorscheuem Dayenu. And we're setting up to switch over. We'll do that, okay?
Mm-hmm. Wollen wir singen jede Strophe bis Volke, wenn das ganze Liedl noch dem Singen noch a Strophe Dayenu. Noch a bissl und a bissl macht a schöne volle Schüssel, noch a Trott und noch a Trott bis Dayenu. Wenn die Welt ist voll mit Liebschaft, wenn die Welt ist voll mit Freundschaft, Freiheit, Gleichheit, Gerechtigkeit, ja, Dayenu.
Let's sing it through just for fun.
Yeah, and we'll stick the refrain every two verses. So Dayenu, Dayenu. Die, Dayenu, 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 die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. Wie kann man singen, male Simche, als nur ein Trott ist genug schon in a Welt voll mit Let's start again. Wie kann man singen, male Simche, als nur ein Trott ist genug schon in a Welt voll mit Rechoyim Dayenu.
Wollen wir singen jede Strophe, es hat gewinnt das ganze Lied und nach dem Singen noch a Strophe, Dayenu. Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Noch a bissel und a bissel macht a schöne volle Schüssel, noch a Trott und noch a Trott bis Dayenu. Wenn die Welt ist voll mit Liebschaft, wenn die Welt ist voll mit Freundschaft, Freiheit, Gleichheit, Gerechtigkeit, ja, Dayenu. Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Hey. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Looks
so
like
actually
we're
to
ready
do
switch.
the
Yes.
switch over, Fregel, one more thing. Could you give Mike Katz co-hosting privileges? And in the meantime, people can make comments and ask questions or whatever you like.
So this is on your now?
Okay, so let's
Hang on.
need it. You
If folks want to put in the chat, what are other bits of Yiddish that you might be adding to your Haggadah or Passover Seder this year? I might want to bring that version to one of the Seders I'll be at. I think that would be fun.
Time. Good.
go
Okay, but there we are. Okay. Okay.
Can people hear us? I'm seeing
Yeah.
thumbs.
And then the real question
great.
is if we sing in harmony, and I'm like,
Whoa.
Great.
Okay.
That was really funny.
Incredible.
Yes, I really, really love that one. No, they're not in a book somewhere. But the lyrics and the transliteration are all on the YouTube channel. In fact, the not transliteration is all on the YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, so we've got recordings, lyrics, translation, transliteration.
I don't think there's sheet music.
No.
Yeah.
No.
If anyone would like to make sheet music and send it to us.
Someday I will learn online MuseScore or some music notation software.
I need you all to understand, my mom retired from a lifetime of being a scientist, and decided, okay, cool, Yiddish songs, for was nicht. And our next song is actually the inspiration of it all, sort of. I was going to the Yiddish Farm summer program, and they told us to bring a poem and or a song or something that we were going to translate into Yiddish. And I went, okay, cool, let me think through. And I thought of This Is the Sound of One Voice from the Wailing Jennies. And I wrote one line of it. And then the summer happened and other things happened and nothing. So Mom went ahead and finished the entire rest of the song. I think we wrote it. Yeah.
Yes. Pauli said, here, I've written the first two lines.
Das ist der Klang von ein Kohl.
Ein Geist, ein Kohl.
Yes, I did.
You did get to that. So first two lines by Pauli Katz. And then there happened to be a song smithery workshop led by the amazing, amazing Daniel Kahn. If you don't know him, please look him up.
Talk about Radical Yiddishkeit.
Yes.
Songs.
And Seb Schulman helped me with the Yiddish in real time at this workshop. And by the end of the workshop, I had more than 2 lines. I had a whole song.
And it's been modified a little since then, but I love it so much. So, let's just sing the first verse.
Yeah, we'll sing it and then translate. Or...
Yeah. Oh, right. Translation first.
Yeah.
And of course, the wonderful bar that says you're sharing the screen is in the way.
But you notice this is
the sound of klang von een call. Yep, this is the sound of one voice. One spirit, one voice, echoing on mountains and valleys. This is the sound of one voice.
And what I learned from Dan Kahn is you don't necessarily translate word for word. First, it's impossible. And second, it doesn't always, translate. So he calls these tradaptations. So translations that are adapted translations, tradaptations. So if you know the original song, the
sound of one who makes a choice.
Yeah. So
it's not the same.
Yeah.
But it's
my interpretation.
Yes. The spirit of the song.
And for me, the rhyme often drives that to try and find a good rhyme. So this is the sound of voices 2 in harmony with a nightingale. In our duo, there is no woe. That was Dan's line. Dan loved that. No woe to rhyme with duo. I think it's a bit of a stretch, but that's Dan Kahn's line. In our duo, there is no woe. This is the sound of voices 2.
This is the sound of voices 3, singing together, free as birds. In a land of justice may it be. This is the sound of voices 3.
This is the sound of everyone, all united, full of fire. No matter what, no matter when, this is the sound of everyone.
This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice. Yesterday, today, and always, this is the sound of one voice. And in our community, for Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur,
one of those,
for one of the high holidays, we sing this together with
in
English. We sing this with the whole community, and we have one singer who sings "This is the sound of one voice." We have another one who joins in harmony on voices 2. We have another one who joins in harmony on voices 3. And then everyone in the community comes in on "This is the sound of all of us." And then we all sing "This is the sound of one voice." And it's an incredibly powerful moment and thus a huge part of Radical Yiddish songs.
So feel free to come in whenever you like. If you know the song, feel free to harmonize. The Whale and Jenny's do an amazing gorgeous harmonies of this.
Yep.
So but not everybody knows it. So let's sing
one verse and then go over the Yiddish.
That sounds good. Wat is der Klang von ein
Kol, ein Geist, ein Kol, mit Wiederklangen auf Berg und Tal. Wat is der Klang von ein Kol, wat is der Klang von ein Kol. And I just need to take a sec. Mit Wiederklangen auf Berg und Tal. Mit after sounds.
Literally.
I love this so much.
The word for echo is after sounds. Or again sounds.
Yep.
So let's read the Yiddish together. Wat is der Klang von ein Kol, ein Geist ein Kol, mit Wiederklangen auf Berg und Tal. Wat is der Klang von ein Kol.
Wat is der Klang von Keller 2, in Harmonie mit der Solove, in der Chevrusse nicht kein Weh. Wat is der Klang von Keller 2.
Wat is der Klang von Keller 3, Singen zusammen frank und frei in ein Land von Joischer, allebei. Ot ist der Klang von Keller 3.
Ot is der Klang von allemen, alle in einem voll mit Brenn, eder was und eder wenn, ot is der Klang von allemen.
Ot ist der Klang von ein Kol, ein Volk, ein Kol, Nächtenheit von allemal. Ot ist der Klang von ein Kol.
So,
Should you just sing it through, or are you ready to do it?
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna do some harmonies. You can pick up on, have fun. It's gonna be great.
I will sing it in unison. For the first two verses, we'll sing it in unison just so people can make sure they got the hang of it.
Yeah.
Wat is der Klang von
Ein Kol, ein Geist, ein Kol, mit Wiederklangen auf Berg und Tal. Ot is der Klang von ein Kol, ot is der Klang von ein Kol. Ot is der Klang von Keller 2, in Harmonie mit der Soloweg, in der Chevrusse nicht hat kein Weg. Ot is der Klang von Keller 2, ot is der Klang von Keller 2. Wat is der Klang von Keller 3? Singen zusammen frank und frei, in ein Land von Joischer allebei. Wat is der Klang von Keller 3? Wat is der Klang von Keller 3? Ot is der Klang von allemen, alle in einem voll mit Brenn, eder was und eder wenn. Ot is der Klang von allemen, ot is der Klang von allemen. Ot is der Klang von ein Kol, ein Volk, ein Kol, Nächtenheit und allemal. Ot is der Klang von ein Kol, ot is der Klang von ein Kol. Yay. Kids. Oh, that's so wonderful. Yeah, the Wailing Jennies do it very good, but you're right. In our community, it's something special. Yeah, I done. I like singing with this lady.
Yeah.
So, I think we've got time. We can sing all the songs one more time.
I was thinking exactly that. But first, are there any questions, comments?
Song requests for next time? All right.
I guess this bunch wants to sing. So let's go back to the beginning and
I think that sounds great. So let's sing these all the way through. And then
top.
I got it. Sorry for the quick zoom. Good. And let's make that go away so that we can see. Good.
Yeah. Actually, why don't you go to the top, just so people.
Yes, this is again Ador, was hat verloren die Meure.
And the Yiddish Book Center online, their wonderful online catalog of over 12,000 Yiddish books, I think, has a Dor was verloren die Meure. Mike's dad translated into English. That is out of print, but we're actually, hopefully someday we'll get it online so everyone could read the translation as well. It's a great book. It's actually funnier than I expected it to be, of a memoir of a revolutionary, but he's got Seder Moshe had a very self-deprecating humor and talked about he was this wet behind the ears, getting up on his soapbox, and nobody was listening to him, and he had to learn. He had to learn, and he actually went and made a pilgrimage. He was living in Nikolaev, what is now Ukraine, and he made a pilgrimage with a friend to Warsaw to visit Ayel Peretz, who said, Schnook, you want to reach the masses, speak to them in Yiddish, not Russian, which is what he had been doing. And that set him on his path as a Yiddish writer, a Yiddish journalist. He was a journalist for the Yiddish newspaper, Die Freiheit. And thank you, Paris.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike, a few years ago, Mike and I got to stand outside the site of the house. It's actually called, Warsaw has a street called Ayel Peretz Street, and a little plaque that said, this is where the famous Yiddish writer Ayel Peretz lived. And we suddenly realized we're standing there and realizing, I mean, the house wasn't, it was a new apartment block, but it was the location of where his house had been. And Mike suddenly realized this is where his Zeta stood. This is where his Zeta stood at this very spot, getting his inspiration for his life's work. It was a very moving moment.
There's a question if Moshe Katz's memoir, the Yiddish version, is it available online? Like, has it been
Yes,
digitized?
it has been digitized. It is part of the digital collection. So if you go to the
Yiddish Book Center, bicher.org, or I think if you just search Yiddish Book Center, Google that, it'll come up. And one of the options is the digital literature and all the online. They haven't gotten everything online. I don't know about your Bubba's.
Still waiting for that.
Mike's grandmother, Moshe's wife, Esther Katz, Pauline Esther, named after her great-grandmother Esther, was a poet.
And it's hilarious. It's a lovely book. I've been struggling my whole life to learn to read in Yiddish. And it's this children's book, and it's written in Soviet orthography, so I don't have to worry about Hebrew words.
That was spelling out all the words phonetically.
Everything's phonetic, so I can just read.
Hebrew words are spelled out phonetically with the Yiddish alphabet, with the Yiddish vowels.
And my Yiddish teacher, we're reading the story. It's about this little boy. He's got this great imagination. He imagines this, he imagines that. And then he starts laughing and says, you just need to read the title of the next chapter. And I said, okay, fine. Ich will nicht sein kein Faschist. I don't want to be a fascist. And it turns out the game that they're going to play is a shooting game where they're going to shoot the fascists. She may or may not have been a radical lady.
Another radical Yiddish activist. Singen, let's sing.
Yes. In der Zeit von dem zarten Badrike, mit Pogromen, Redife, Harige, seinen Menschen zermutschet, bis Bahnen, alle seinen zusammen aufgestanden, gemacht das Sof von der Tiranje, a Sof von dem Zar zu Libator, was hat verloren die Meure, a Dankador, was hat verloren die Meure. Mit Jahren später in Ghetto von Warsche, zordig Wasser auf Kasche, Jung und alt, versklavt über Jahren, bis zu ein Aufstand hat man sich versprochen. Zu machen a Sof von dem Zilzul, a Sof von der Pein, zu seiner Tor, was hat verloren die Meure. A neue Tor, was hat verloren die Meure. Noch heint ist die Welt a Cholerie, unter blutigen Drang von Imperien, müssen Völker bekämpfen auf ewig, oder werden vereinigt und gläubig. Als a neue Welt is möglich und Schreck und Feind, Scholem und Freiheit für Fremde und Freund. Liebschaft für die Kinder von morgen und heut. Soll sein a Dor, was hat verloren die Meure. Tolo mir sein a Dor, was hat verloren die Meure. Sehr gut. I'm going to steal from you because I'm out.
So now the Hillel round. Again, let's sing it twice in unison and then go into the round.
And this time you can hear it. Wenn nicht für sich allein, wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nicht ich bin, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht für sich allein. Wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nicht ich bin, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht für sich allein. Wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nicht ich bin, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht für sich allein. Wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nicht ich bin, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, wenn nicht für sich allein. Wer wird sein für mir? Aber wenn nur für sich allein, was bin ich? Wenn nicht ich bin, wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll, 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 wenn nicht mit anderen, wie soll. Also. Okay.
Yeah. Wurzel und Fliegel. While Pauli gets a drink, anyone have a question or a comment to insert? Okay, we'll start singing Wurzel und Fliegel.
Sehr gut. Wurzel Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleit. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Tal. Anna Wurzel nicht da, kein Weg, Anna Fliegel und zierliche Tag, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleit, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Amol hat der Chochem geschrieben, die Wörter seien uns geblieben. Nicht nur ein Mensch, nur euch ein Volk, darf haben, als sie kommen. Und sie kommen, wollt ein Volk, nicht kriegen, nicht besser geworden. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleit. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich. Mit der Wurzel noch tiefer verstehen, mit der Fliegel noch weiter sehen. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, beide begleit. Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Wurzel und Fliegel, Berg und Teich.
If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see our Yiddish chorus Abessere Welt singing it in glorious three-part harmony arranged by our wonderful music director, Derek David, as labeled on it. I was very honored that he saw fit to create an arrangement. Okay, so a good early Pesach. Let's sing Dayenu.
Wie können singen Molle Simche, als nur ein Trotz ist genug schon in der Welt mit Geschoim Dayenu. Lass mir singen jede Strophe, das Volk gewinnt das ganze Lied und nach dem Singen noch eine Strophe Dayenu. Dai Dayenu, Dai Dayenu, Dai Dayenu, 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 Dai Dayenu, Dai Dayenu, Dai Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. Wenn ein bisschen und ein bisschen macht das schöne volle Schüssel, noch ein Trott und noch ein Trott bis Dayenu. Wenn die Welt ist voll mit Liebschaft, wenn die Welt ist voll mit Freundschaft, Freiheit, Gleichheit, Gerechtigkeit, ja, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, 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 Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. Yay. Sehr gut.
And finally, Aim Call. Feel free to harmonize. And you know what? On the last verse, everybody unmute. It'll be out of sync.
Cacophonous.
Yeah. But let's
that is the sound of our one voice.
Exactly. All our different voices.
If you feel comfortable.
You are invited to unmute for the last verse.
Wat is der Klang von ein Kol, ein Geist, ein Kol, mit Wiederklangen auf Berg und Tal. Wat is der Klang von ein Oh, okay.
Okay.
On the last verse.
On the last verse. Unmute on the last. Only on the last verse. I think it'd be way too much.
And I'll just take this opportunity while we're paused, unmute on the last verse, and then please mute again because there will be some announcements.
Yes.
It'll be hard to hear if everyone's unmuted.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes.
looking forward
Okay.
to the song. Go ahead.
Okay, let's start from the second verse.
Wat is der Klang von Keller 2 in Harmonie mit der Soloway in der Chevrusse Tag kein Weg. Wat is der Klang von Keller 2 Wat is der Klang von Keller 2 Wat is der Klang von Keller 3 Singen zusammen frank und frei in ein Land von Joischer Hadebei. Wat is der Klang von Keller 3 Wat is der Klang von Keller 3 Wat is der Klang von alle Welt, alle in einen voll mit Brenn, jeder was und jeder wenn. Wat is der Klang von alle Welt, wat is der Klang von alle men. Unmute if you so desire. Wat is der Klang von een Beautiful cacophony.
Oh, I love that.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Everyone unmute for Fregel's last announcement.
Mute.
And then unmute to say our farewell.
Yeah.
A huge thank you to Linda and Pauli. Let's please give them a big round of applause. I know we've been giving them applause throughout because these songs are so beautiful. That's so wonderful, Linda, that you brought your original songs, some of them translated into Yiddish, some totally original that sound so Yiddish-lich, like they would fit right in with the Yiddish social justice songs of old, still very relevant today. Thank you all for coming. But before you go, we have a tradition here at Rad Yiddish where we love to take a group photo. So if your green is not on, but you would like to be part of this group photo, I invite you to turn it on. I'll just wait 3 more seconds for that to happen. There's so many folks came out to this event, in large part thanks to the first 2 of these that Linda and Pauli did back in 2022 and then 2024. I feel like this has become a bit of a biannual tradition. We're going to keep challenging you to come with lefty songs that we haven't done before, but you know, if you bring ones that we have, we love whatever songs you bring to us, Linda and Pauli. Okay, so I think whoever doesn't want to be in the photo is not in it, and the rest of you have your screens on. We will smile on the count of 3 in Yiddish. 1, 2, 3. Smechlin. Amazing, beautiful. And I do want to remind folks one more time, if you are able to donate. Our events are always free by donation, but we do have some costs to cover, and suggested amount is 18, but if you do less or more, whatever you are able. I just put in the chat all the many ways that we want to take your donations, and we appreciate them very, very much, to help Rad Yiddish keep running. Yes, our US chapter used to be called Queer Yiddish Camp. That is a program we used to run, but now it's all Rad Yiddish. No matter what link you follow, it will help support Rad Yiddish. And I also want to let you know about some upcoming events. So we run Queer Yiddish Shmuas, and the next one is on Monday, April 20th. For all levels of Yiddish, we have different breakout rooms led by different peer facilitators. So from never spoke Yiddish before to totally fluent, you're welcome to come to Queer Yiddish Shmuas. And then another Boston Worker Circle and Rad Yiddish member runs a quarterly event called D-Nest, Yiddish Arts Incubator. You can bring your Yiddish works in progress, songs, poems, short stories, original or translated into Yiddish to get feedback on the Yiddish or the artistic creative elements, or you could just come even if you don't have a piece to workshop, just to help support other artists with their works in progress, and you get to hear early drafts of some songs that end up going to be recorded or stories that get published. It's really a neat event to sit in on. We just had one earlier this month, so the next one will be Thursday, June 18th. And my final announcement is that I want everyone to save the date. Rad Yiddish is teaming up with Der Tchinas Project, which is run by Noam Lerman. We are going to be putting on a benefit concert of new Tchinas, which are Yiddish prayers that were traditionally sung by women and non-binary people. This is a reclaimed Yiddish prayer and song tradition, and that fundraiser benefit concert is going to be Sunday, May 3rd. And if you are on our mailing list or follow us on socials, you'll hear when tickets open for that. And I want to turn it over to Linda and Pauli. Thank you one more time. You guys were fantastic. This was so much fun. If you have any announcements or anything coming up in the Yiddish world, I'll leave it to you to let us know.
Certainly. So all of our events are listed on circleboston.org, Boston Worker Circle. We have a monthly Yiddish Sing where we sit around both in person and on Zoom. So around the world are invited to come just sing. We don't teach, we just sing Yiddish songs. So you come each month, and after a few months, you know lots of new Yiddish songs. You're invited to our Passover Seder on Saturday, March 28th. That also is hybrid. We'll have 200 people in person, and however many people want to be on Zoom as well. We have it's live streamed, that's true. We have a great Yiddish music workshop with Paulina Shepherd coming up on Easter Sunday. If you're not doing anything else with your Easter Sunday, April 5th, that's also hybrid, in person at Boston Worker Circle in Boston, and then and online as well. And all of our other
100
events.
other things. Could somebody put circleboston.org in the chat?
Yeah, we have a whole social justice initiatives going on as well. So, and yes, this has been recorded, so anyone who came late or you can share it with friends at the recording. I don't know what the sharing situation is, but anyway.
The last one that we did is available on YouTube, so.
And all the songs are available on YouTube, but a recording.
Oh no, I meant The Last Thing That I recently found The Last Thing That I.
Yes, that's true. So
we will we'll make sure this eventually goes up on our YouTube channel where our recorded programs live.
Yep, and you can also find all these songs on YouTube of Yiddish Songs by Linda Gritz. So,
Sehr fein.
so I invite you all to unmute and say
Gute Nacht.
gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.